guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So this is the, these are the cards, the decks we're using this week for your weekly check-in. We use the Everyday Witch Tarot. We also use the Tarot Wonderland by Barbara Moore, the Everyday Enchantment Tarot as well by Poppy Palin, and your Spiritual Advices, Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine's Angel Answer deck. And for your 20 card work and love reading, we use the Dark Mansion Tarot. The spiritual advice comes from the Romance Angels, Doreen Virtue, and also the Angels of Abundance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue, and also the Answer deck. So sit back and enjoy your reading. Take care. Hi Gemini, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading for you today, the 23rd through to the 29th of September 2019. Where has the year gone? Oh my goodness, it's just gone so fast, going into, well, my favourite time of year anyway, which is autumn, and going into the winter time. But anyway, we're going to look at your week ahead. So we're looking at your weekly check-in, then we go over to the work, and then over to the love. So I'm going to speak on camera first, and then I'm going to put the cards down, the camera down, so you can have a look at your cards. Let's start shuffling, guys, and have a look at the weekly check-in. Okay, Gemini, we've got your cards down. Let's have a look at who you guys are this week. This week, Gemini, you guys are showing as being the Seven of Wands. Interesting. You know, the Seven of Wands can mean many, many things. I mean, I'll give you a few examples. The Seven of Wands can mean that you're facing a challenge from others. Because these hands down here, Gemini, are people that are accusing you of things. So sometimes when you get the Seven of Wands, people are literally accusing you. They're really kind of like finger pointing. And this person has to kind of defend themselves. It almost looks like you're dodging. Can you see your feet? Can you see here? But you're on solid grounding. You've got some stones at the back. You've got to be careful because you could stumble. But you're on solid footing. When somebody's on solid grounding on a tarot card, they're okay. They're on solid ground. They're not going to fall. Okay, it shows you to be in a very strong position. So I do feel that you're in a strong position this week, Gemini. I just feel that you're kind of trying to dodge, and you've got your cat there as well. I feel that you're trying to dodge somebody or a group of people who might be accusing you of certain things. Sometimes the Seven of Wands can show up, especially if you run a business and you've been having difficulties with a business. This is a good card to get, because what it says is you're going to be getting loads of customers in, that type of thing. Okay, so it could be that, but I get the impression that you guys are kind of facing down your challenges this week, and you're on solid grounding here. You know, you look like you're doing a bit of a jig, a bit of a dance. It looks like you're trying to kind of avoid, not avoid, but you're trying to kind of dodge the bullets, as it were, on this. But it does look like people that are accusing you, or people having in for you a little bit here, Gemini. But I see you standing strong, and I see you standing brave with the Seven of Wands energy. It's a really good. I really love the Seven of Wands. It's one of my favourite cards in the tarot, because no matter what you're facing from someone, you can stand. If you stand strong, it says that you can overcome adversity. So I see you guys working hard to overcome adversity. There are people that are against you, or there's a situation that is really challenging you, but you're not giving up. You're standing your ground, which is what the Seven of Wands is all about: taking charge, standing your ground. What is the theme for the week? The Ace of Wands. So I'm getting a lot of forceful energy showing up here. Anger as well. This to me looks like anger. It just feels that way. You got two wand cards, and they can be, the Ace of Wands is coloured by what sits around it. So when you get an Ace of Wands, dependent on the cards around it, this can show new ideas, new beginnings. It can show growth. It can show potential. But it can also show first forcefulness and anger as well with the Ace of Wands, sexual energy. The Ace of Wands is the theme of the week. It just feels like there is a whirlwind here, because there's a whirlwind on the card. Can you see this smoke? It's almost like there's a lot of smoke. It's like where they say there's no smoke, there's no fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire, sorry. That's what they say. It almost feels like there's a whirlwind thing. It feels like you're involved in a whirlwind. That's how it feels here to me with this Ace of Wands energy showing you. It feels like you're involved in a whirlwind. What is your goal for the week? The Three of Wands energy. I think that your goal is to have something arrive this week with the Three of Wands. You're waiting for your ships to come in with the Three of Wands energy. So this is all about achieving a goal with the Three of Wands. When your goal is the Three of Wands, it's to have those ships arrive. So perhaps what's happening here is the theme of the week is you guys launching a new idea. Maybe the goal for the week is to have this idea manifest itself as something coming to you with the Three of Wands. Maybe you're expecting an answer. Three of Wands is getting an answer, especially if you're launching something here with the Ace of Wands, an idea. You'd probably expect with the Three of Wands to get an answer, to get some feedback with the Three of Wands energy showing there. It's an intro. You got all wands so far. It's a week of action, plenty of action showing here. What is the obstacle you need to overcome? The Lovers. Could be a group of people. It could be the obstacle you need to overcome is the need to make a choice between two paths. But usually when you're making a choice between two paths, you're making a choice that's going to benefit you in the long run. So you have to make a decision that will benefit you in the long run with the Lovers energy. Sometimes the obstacle to overcome is to make a head over a heart decision as well with the Lovers. Interesting reading. What could you be achieving? Oh, nice. Three of Cups, a celebration by the end of the week. You could be achieving a celebration here by the end of the week with the Three of Cups energy showing here. So you have to overcome the obstacle of the Lovers energy. I think this is making a choice between two people or two things. But you're achieving a celebration, Three of Cups, by the end of the week. You got threes here, 2 threes. When you get multiple threes, more than one person's involved in the situation. Three of Wands, your goal is to have your ships come in to get an answer. Three of Wands energy. You might have launched something with the Ace of Wands being the theme for the week. But what's that Seven of Wands doing there? You may be rising above challenges with the Seven of Wands. Let's have a look. What do you need to avoid this week, Gemini? The Two of Cups. Communication with one other. An agreement is what you must avoid. Two of Cups is agreement, partnership. It's almost like you should avoid an agreement or agreeing to something or partnering up with someone on something here with the Two of Cups. What do you need to embrace? Seven of Coins. You need more time to deliberate and to review the offer. Because there's an offer here. Can you see? That hand with the coins is the offer, and she's taking time to decide whether, because she's made all of these cushions, but there's somebody saying, look, I'll give you this amount of money. He's trying to barter with her, and she's saying, let me think about whether I take this deal or not. So you need to embrace it. You need more time to review the situation. If you need support, advice, where can you go? The Three of Coins. There's an expanding situation here. Growth and expansion in a situation. You've got 3 threes in the reading. Three of Wands, Three of Cups, and the Three of Coins. Go to someone at work. Or someone you work closely with the Three of Coins energy if you need advice and support. No agreement. Avoid agreeing and partnering up with someone here because you need more time to deliberate. So that's where my starting point will be on this reading, because I'm trying to work out what this is about. So you need to avoid the Two of Cups. That's partnership, partnering up, agreeing, because you need more time to work out whether this is a good deal for you with the Seven of Cups. I actually feel that this week, guys, you're in demand with that Seven of Wands. I don't even think you're facing challenges. I just think that you're in demand this week with the Seven of Wands. I think everybody wants you, Gemini. I think everybody wants a piece of you, Gemini. And this is all about new opportunities coming to you, the Ace of Wands. This is a new opportunity that is coming to you. But it's like it's coming to you in a whirlwind. It's not just the Ace that's there. It's everything. There's a scroll, there's a book, there's music, there's everything. So it's almost like this amazing, magical opportunity comes to you. And you're very much in demand. But this isn't just one opportunity. This is several opportunities. And that's why you've got the obstacle being that you need to make a choice. The obstacle you need to overcome is that you have to make a choice. You have to either go with your head or your heart, Gemini, this week with the Lover's energy. Your goal is the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands is to launch. So the ships can be coming in or the ships can be going out. I think the goal is to wait, though, because if you look at this card here, If you look at this rabbit, what's he got on his hand? He's got time on his hands. He's got time on his hands. That's what he's got. Can you see that? Time on his hands. So the goal might be to wait for the right opportunity, because this person's waiting for his ships to come in. So your goal might be, well, my goal is to wait for the right ship to come in, the right opportunity to come in. But the obstacle you need to overcome is that you're going to have to make a decision between head and heart what that opportunity is. You could be celebrating an agreement by the end of the week. But avoid making any type of partnerships or agreements with the Two of Cups energy, because you need more time to deliberate the situation. Is it going to be the right deal for you with the Seven of Coins energy? If you need advice, support, go to someone you work with, maybe with the Seven of Coins energy. Interesting reading. What I'm getting from this reading, Gemini, is that you guys are in demand, and you've got opportunities coming from here, 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 and here. You've got them all over coming in. But your goal is to wait for the right opportunity to come along. Only obstacle is you've got to make a choice between your head or your heart, Lover's energy. You have to make a choice as to, well, what is the opportunity that's going to benefit me the most? We're going to hone down on the cards, go through this reading very quickly again, and we're going to get you spiritual advice, so bear with me. Okay, Gems, here's your layout showing here. So, you guys are showing us the Seven of Wands. I think that you're in demand, because the Seven of Wands means all sorts of things. You don't have to be facing a challenge here. You don't have to be protecting something here with the Seven of Wands. It can also mean that you're in demand. If you get this in a love reading, there's lots of people are showing you romantic interest with the Seven of Wands. So definitely Seven of Wands can also mean to be in demand. That's why you're on, you're on this even grounding here. There's nothing really unsteady, and you're kind of you're hopping from one foot to the other, trying to kind of decide, well, which one do I go for? So I feel that you're in demand. I feel there's a lot of opportunities with that Ace of Wands. It's a week of opportunity with the Ace of Wands energy, okay? The week is all about taking divinely inspired action for some of you guys with the Ace of Wands energy, because your goal, sorry, I got these in the wrong direction. Your goal is to wait for the right ship to come in. This is why you've got time on your hands, because you're saying, actually, I have got a little bit of time on my hands and I can wait. My goal is not to rush this thing. So here in this Three of Wands, the goal is I'm not rushing this. I've got time on my hands and I'm going to wait for the right ship to come in. You can see there are about 3 ships here, or 2. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3 right in the distance there. And the goal is I've got time on my hands. I can afford to wait until the right opportunity comes in. So your goal is not to rush this thing. But the obstacle is you got to make a choice that's going to benefit you. So the whole point of the Lovers card when it comes to choices, it's not only about making head over heart decisions, it's also about making the right decision that benefits you and everybody else with the Lovers. And that's the obstacle you're going to need to overcome. What choice, what ship will you choose? Which is going to be the right ship? What is going to be the ship that benefits you as well as maybe other people around you at the same time? You could be making an agreement with by the end of the cup, because you've got by the end of the week, sorry, because you got something to celebrate here with the Three of Cups. But Gemini is actually saying avoid rushing into any, which is what you've been trying to do here anyway. Just avoid rushing into any kind of decisions with that Two of Cups energy. Avoid kind of shaking hands and agreeing to any partnerships. Because you did say that your goal was just to wait. You weren't in any rush. You did say that. So avoid kind of partnering up, because you need to embrace that you have to take time with this Seven of Coins to deliberate whether you want to take one particular offer here. All right, you need to embrace that you need time to really think about this thing. This cannot be rushed. What you offer is priceless, so don't rush it. If you need advice, Three of Coins, go to people that you work with. Go to people who are your comrades, your colleagues, the people who, because the Three of Coins is about working with people. So go to people who you work with, Three of Coins energy. Or maybe you need to go to a group of professionals or something like that for the advice or support that you seek. Let's have a quick look at what the spiritual advice is for you, Gemini. Universe, Spirit, what's the spiritual advice you have for Gemini on this reading? What's the spiritual advice? It's saying it's not the right time. Okay, there are helpful people, okay, who are ready to clearly communicate with you. So it's saying here the advice is it's not the right time, but there are helpful people who, if you are ready, will clearly communicate with you. Okay. All right. Bear with me. I'm just going to get your work reading. All right, Gemini, let's have a look at what work is saying for you guys. For work, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So changes abounding. Wheel of Fortune for me is the is a card that doesn't say something's going to happen for good or bad. Even though usually this card is seen as changes for the better, your luck being in, you really need a card sitting next to it to indicate that. Because this is a neutral card for me. You know, to me it's about things being temporary. You know, so the Wheel of Fortune is always going round. So there are, you know, there are inevitable changes when it comes to a Wheel of Fortune energy. But this is good. Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Cups. So for me, there are changes happening in work, things happening for the better. Ten of Cups energy, so completion. And two cards that can indicate completion together as well. You've got the Wheel of Fortune and you've got the Ten of Cups. These are ending of cycle cards as well. Could be an ending of cycle, but this is like something for the better. Also, Wheel of Fortune is good fortune. Okay, so Ten of Cups is possibly fulfillment as well. Ten of Cups can be like a successful contract being fulfilled, that type of thing. But so this is fulfillment as well. I think changes for the better. Something is fulfilling itself here in work. There's completion and success with that Ten of Cups energy showing up here. Five of Swords though showing up here. So Five of Swords is jealousy, and Five of Swords in a work reading is conflict. The Ten of Cups is a relationship, or it's, I mean, the Ten of Cups can certainly show within the community as well. So this feels to me like your working community, or this is kind of like conflicts. Ten of Cups, is it friendship though? You can say a friendship with the Ten of Cups, but this is happiness as well. I'm seeing a change coming in here. Maybe there's an ending of a cycle, completion with this Ten of Cups energy showing up here. There's something to do with some form of bitchiness or conflict with another individual. It could be a hidden enemy with the Five of Swords energy showing up there. The Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is a partnership showing up here. But I feel with the Five of Swords energy, there might have been a conflict within work. It looks like it was to do with a partnership or an agreement, with the Two of Cups energy showing up here. And you've got the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is moving away from that Two of Cups. So I feel that you guys are moving away from a partnership, a contract. You might be ending a contract here. I'm seeing you ending a contract, because Six of Swords is the movement card. So there's a passage, it's moving, and it's moving outside of the Two of Cups. So I'm seeing the ending of a contract showing up here in terms of work. Five of Swords. So Five of Swords can also be severance. But I feel that some of you guys have endured some hurt within the Ten of Cups for me is like a family, a working family. So I feel that you've endured some hurt within a working family. I feel that there are changes for the better showing up here as you leave behind a, you know, a company or a partnership of people here. This is the company as well. I feel that some of you guys endured hurt, backstabbing, problems, conflicts within a company of people with the Ten of Cups energy. But there's going to be some changes coming in here with the Wheel of Fortune when you leave behind this partnership of the Two of Cups energy showing up here. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is work. So this is almost like you are moving from this energy here to a new position with the Eight of Coins energy, because the Eight of Coins can be a new job with the Eight of Coins energy showing here. Two of Coins. Some of you guys are working two jobs, because the Two of Coins is two jobs sometimes when you, so some of you guys have been working in two jobs showing up here. But you're earning good money. Some of you guys working two jobs, earning good money though. Nine of Coins is earning good money. All right, you're really making good money here. Possibly working two jobs, making good money with the Nine of Coins energy showing here. The Star energy, gaining recognition and appreciation as well with the Star energy here. High Priestess within the company. The High Priestess, sorry. High Priestess is High Priestess could be, this could also, if you work as a tarot reader, you could be gaining a lot of recognition in that as well, because the High Priestess can be somebody who works in a spiritual realm. So some of you guys gaining recognition as a tarot reader, or as somebody who works spiritually with the High Priestess as well. Also, the High Priestess is hidden information, but the Star is kind of shining a light on something you didn't know. Even though high priestesses are meant to be all-knowing, they're also information, especially if you're on the outside looking into the high priestess. You don't know, you can't see it with the high priestess. Also, intuition is being heightened here, I think, with the star energy showing here. All right, but also the star is about fame. So some of you guys securing fame as well. The Nine of Coins is to secure, and this is fame or recognition. Might be in terms of being a high priestess. Okay, so you might be securing recognition in terms of the work that you do, whatever that high priestess work is for you. High priestesses usually show up as tarot readers, spiritualists, but they also can show up as counselors and advisors with the high priestess energy showing there. They can work in health, that type of thing. But I feel that if you work anything kind of spiritual, like a clairvoyant, anything like that, you might be gaining some, because this is gain, Nine of Coins. You might be gaining recognition in terms of the work that you do in that sphere. I do feel, though, that some of you guys have been working 2 jobs and you're making good money from that. All right. Wheel of Fortune. So I think there's a few things going on in terms of work for you, Gemini people. I think, number one, there's going to be changes for the better with the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you guys might have been experiencing real bitchiness and real hurt in a company of people with the Ten of Cups energy showing here. All right, even though you might have been gaining good money here, making good money with the Nine of Coins, you've still probably been experiencing some hurt and bitchy behavior within a company of people showing here. And I feel that some of you guys are seeking to leave this company, this partnership behind. I also feel that some of you guys have been working 2 jobs, and whilst you've been earning a lot of money, your intuition might be telling you with the High Priestess that it's time to leave this partnership showing up here. Probably time with the star energy to let your light shine or to pursue fame or something like that. I'm also getting that if you do work within the spiritual field, you know, a spiritualist, a clairvoyant, a card reader, whatever type of cards you read, people read all sorts of things, then you could be gaining recognition for the work that you do as a high priestess as well. Very interesting reading showing there. Let's have a look at your next reading. We'll have a look for love. Okay, Gemini, so we're going to do your love reading now. Let's have a look. So for love, ooh, new love coming in with the Knight of Cups energy showing up here. Oh, this is nice, lovely. Some of you guys feeling very satisfied, the Nine of Cups energy with a new lover. Knight of Cups is often the new lover within love readings, and this is all about satisfaction. So feeling really satisfied, like the cat that got the cream with a new lover. Some of you guys also being invited out on a date. Nine of Cups is like your pub and your restaurant and the place where you go and have a drink. So this is invitation. Some of you guys getting invited out to a drink or a pub or somewhere to relax with a new lover potentially showing there. Let's have a look at the next cards here. 7 of Cups, but still shopping around. Still looking at your options with the 7 of Cups though. Let's have a look. Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords is where we're feeling hurt in love, Gemini, and that can definitely be you. Queen of Swords, the Emperor. I feel that you're very emotionally, I see you as being very desensitized. So I don't think that this is satisfaction, to be honest with you. I don't think you're satisfied with a new lover. You could be satisfied with a new lover, but you're still shopping around. Could be, Gemini, because you're so emotionally cut off from the Empress energy, from romance and from nurturing. I'm just getting that impression with you guys, because she's an emotionally cut off woman and the Empress is somebody who's very romantic. So you're very emotionally cut off from romance or being romantic here. And I feel that with the Knight of Cups energy, it could be that you're quite satisfied and all the rest of it, and with the Knight of Cups with a new lover, but you're still, I see that you're still shopping around here. Also, it could be you're invited out for a drink or something like that, but you're still shopping around. I do feel that you're very desensitized, emotionally desensitized from love, from nurturing relationships. I feel that for some of you Geminis, you're going to be going out there and you're going to be enjoying yourself with potential suitors, but you're not necessarily into the whole getting involved and trying to nurture a relationship with someone. The 9 of Coins. 9 of Coins is all about feeling comfortable and independent and on one's own with this 9 of Coins energy. Some of you guys, and we've got a King of Swords now showing here. Alright, some of you guys are trying to protect yourself. You're wanting to remain independent. It looks like there's a person here. It almost looks like you're looking out at this person, but you're not willing to get involved with them. Let's have a look. 5 of Cups. Some of you guys feeling sorrow feeling upset. But standing strong, 9 of Wands energy showing here. Queen of Wands, standing strong, possibly still wanting to attract in new lovers, for example. Queen of Wands is very attractive. So I almost feel like, guys, that you're still feeling sad, but you're standing strong. It's almost like with these two cards, you still know that you've got it. You know that you're attractive. You still that you know that you've got it. What I've got here, we've got 2 queens in this reading as well. So 2 queens in a reading indicates conflict and gossip showing up here. All right. So some of you guys might have been through that. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, 2 queens in a reading, conflict and gossip and enemies. All right, within love. So it could be that there's a King of Swords showing here for some of you guys as well. Maybe there was a third party situation. Maybe you had competition. Energy showing here. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, competitors. Maybe you guys are remaining independent. I see you remaining independent. You're staying away from a King of Swords. I think this person hurt you with the 5 of Cups, probably because they had other people. Queen of Swords and a Queen of Wands showing here, and plus an Empress too. So I feel that there's several things running through this reading, to be honest with you, Gemini. Number one, I feel for some of you guys this week, it's all about that you guys are being possibly offered out on dates, because the Knight of Cups is an invitation card, and this can be a dating card. 9 of Cups, you know, you go for a drink, you go to a restaurant. It's a place where you relax. It's like the 9 of Coins. 9 of Coins and the 9 of Pentacles, both, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, both places where people relax. So it might be that you are being invited out to a place of relaxation, a restaurant, a pub, that type of thing, via a King of Swords. I get the impression this is the person that might be involved. It could be a fellow air sign individual, or this might be a very professional male or female individual showing here. A very chatty individual as well, very communicative is the King of Swords. So I get that you're being invited out to a place where you can relax and have a drink and that type of thing by a King of Swords energy. I feel that some of you guys are still shopping around though for love, probably because you've been hurt. Okay, I feel that you're determined with the 9 of Wands energy to attract him with the Queen of Wands, true love with the Empress energy. All right, but that will be because you've been hurt. We'll do that again. You guys, some of you being invited out by a King of Swords to a place. So invited, Knight of Cups by a King of Swords to a place where you can relax and have a drink. 9 of Coins, 9 of Cups. All right, but I do feel that you guys are still looking around 7 of Cups energy, probably because you've been hurt. 5 of Cups and the Queen of Swords, and you're determined, 9 of Wands, to attract in Queen of Wands, true love, Empress. All right, so even though somebody's probably inviting you out, you ain't gonna kind of put all your eggs into one basket, Gemini, because you've been hurt and you're determined to attract in the right love. That's what I'm seeing in these cards here, okay? Some of you guys feeling kind of content, you know, feeling satisfied, feeling like the cat that's got the cream, that you're being pursued by a new lover, possibly this King of Swords energy here, but again, still shopping around here. Some of you guys are emotionally detaching yourself from really kind of getting involved romantically with this individual here, okay? I see options for love, but I see that the ball is definitely in your court this week for that, Gemini. Let's have a look at what the love advice is for the week. What's the advice for love for Gemini? Show me advice for love for Gemini in one card. Says to flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So definitely flirting energy. Also, I think I forgot to mention as well, some of you guys kind of safeguarding yourself away from a King of Swords. Possibly this person hurt you, okay? They might have also been lying about other people, because the 9 of Wands can be a lying card. This is somebody who's trying to cover something up. Can you see how he stands guard? And all the windows are shut behind. This is person who's lying to you. They're hiding things. So also it might be that some of you guys with this 9 of Coins are safeguarding yourself from a King of Swords. I mean, you've definitely got other offers coming in. You're still looking up, for other choices, other options. Distancing yourself from really getting involved with someone here, but also some of you guys safeguarding yourself against an individual here who hurt you. Probably they lied. The 9 of Wands energy, they were lying about 3 other women or men, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, and also the Empress, which is why you've got this conflictive energy with other females or males. But anyway, the advice is to extend your light-hearted energy to others and just flirt. Let's have a look at what the advice is for work. What is the advice you have for Gemini and work and finances? What's the advice you have for Gemini? The advice is ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come up to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped, and it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. And finally, through the answer deck, we're going to get you 3 cards. Universe Spirit, what is the 3 card advice you have for? Oh, right. What have we got? We've got 5 cards that all came out together, so we're going to read those. So it's telling you the first card is have patience. There's a hidden enemy, but there's going to be peace around this. If you've been feeling anxious, you're going to have peace. Okay, what I'm getting here is have patience with yourself, Gemini. Okay, have patience. I think there's a hidden enemy that's been causing you vulnerability and anxiety. All right, but this is going to be resolved because you're going to have peace. Okay, so we do that one more time. Have patience with yourself, Gemini. There's a hidden enemy who has been causing you vulnerability and anxiety. But you're going to have peace with this at some point. This situation will be put to rest at some point. Okay, that is your reading, guys. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you would like your own private reading, just click on the comments section. You can go straight through to the link. Click on the link, go straight through to my website, or you can click on the end screen as well. All right, take care, guys. Bye bye.